This is Hungary for Change. My name is Drew Leifheit, and I'm a podcast host, journalist, and voiceover artist who's lived in Hungary for over 3 decades. Here's your live read of what's been happening here in Magyarország. Picture this. You're the new Prime Minister of Hungary. You're standing on the balcony of TISA party headquarters near Parliament waving a Hungarian flag, and below you is a ragtag bunch of Fidesz diehards. A woman screeches at you, calling you a traitor. Others are spitting mad, giving you the finger, screaming slurs, and a bald-headed guy draped in tattoos grabs his crotch. The full treatment. They hate you before you even get out of the starting gate. Even a Fidesz politician among those protesters, a former propagandist at Hungarian state TV, appears to cringe at the behavior of one man who seems out of his mind with anger. Magyar Péter makes an I love you heart sign with his hands and shows it to the crowd. And in the social media clip on his official channel, the music chimes in. Love is in the air. The Prime Minister poked a little fun at those who would hate him, hate anyone whose name is not Orbán Viktor. These probably weren't paid protesters. Fidesz used to bus people in and out and hand out cash, but those days are over. Since they can no longer dig into public money to fund those efforts, the taps have run dry. No free trips to the so-called peace marches, unless someone steps up to foot the bill, of course. The people present on Friday, a few hundred at best, are the true believers. The ones who can't process that their party has been crushed, that Magyar is polling at over 70%. My friends, it's over. 16 years of hergelés, the Hungarian word for the kind of deliberate, systematic provocation and rabble-rousing that Fidesz perfected, has a long shelf life. It took a long time to perfect the anger and outrage in these people, whose outrage is still in full bloom. It was carefully cultivated, and it's going to be around for a while. Sure, Magyar Péter could have stepped back inside and ignored the hecklers, but if you think making a heart sign at people screaming slurs at you is a provocation, let's consider what he didn't do. He didn't give them the finger. He didn't tell them where to go. And yet, he didn't ignore them either. So, was that behavior unbecoming for a prime minister? Maybe. But maybe we should save some of the outrage for the guy grabbing his crotch in the street. The supposed reason for the march was Hungary's relationship with the EU Migration Pact. But Magyar's government has actually tightened restrictions on guest workers and continues to reject EU migrant quotas. What's changed for Hungary's government is the tone. Now there's less theatrical antagonism towards Brussels and more pragmatism. It's not open borders, it's just grown-up governance, but facts don't really matter for the true believers. Those people don't respond to facts or polling numbers or constitutional arguments. When Fidesz lost, they lost something that felt like an identity, and they're not ready to let go. The crowd near Parliament the other day was small and pathetic. 72% of Hungary is somewhere else entirely. The diehards are just loud. That's what 16 years of hergelés will get you. This is Hungary for Change, and I'm Drew Leifheit.